help you and guide you. So you can, as I create my assignment, you can also do it with me. So I hope you are already logging in into your FSUU Learn account. Okay, so this is one of the lessons in my English 1 class. So as you can see, there the 5 E's based on the template discussed by Ma'am Arlene Floretta. Okay. So how do we add assessment or assignment in every page or in every section? Now in this lesson, for example, it has 10 sections. These 10 sections are the pages and the assignments that I have created. So every part is considered as a section. Now, for example, the engage part, let's open engage. Okay, so that's the way how are you going to add an assignment in the engage part. So first, you click the content, okay? And then there is a right side, you'll see add. Are you able to follow? Okay. Just comment kung paspas ra kaayo si Teacher Neri, okay? And then, ang inyong mga chat will be entertained by Ma'am Claudine. Okay, so chat lang mo. So now, once you click add, you will see their choices. So since you already have a content in the engage part, it's now time to add an assignment. And when we say assignment, in the FSUU Learn, these are the different types of assignments. So we have here quiz, offline, discussion, team, library, essay, survey, debate, and Dropbox. Now, I will focus more on quiz because quiz has also different types of questions. Okay. So how are we going to type our questions? So when you click quiz, you will see this setting options. First is the overview. So you have to type first the title. Have you planned already? By the way, have you planned already your assessments sa inyong content na gihimo? Suppose we are going to create a quiz in that part lang ha. So first you type a title. It's up to you, whatever title you like, as long as it is related to your engaged content. For example, if you create your own title, then you have here maximum attempt. Now, are you going to give the students chances to answer several times, or are you going to let them answer once only? Okay. So para sa mga grade school, small children, of course, we have to give them chances. So for example, this is for grade 1, so I'll give them 3 attempts. Now, for the category, okay, you can choose participation. Then you have here the start date. You have to set the schedule, the day. For example, this will be on August 24. You can set the time. You just drag the button going to the right to adjust the time. Wala man po mag-answer o kadlawon. So, for example, let's make it 7 or 8. Done. And then the due date, reminder lang teachers, please do not due an assignment within the day. Okay? Remember, this is self-paced learning. So what if dili tanan students maka-access on that day? Kunya gidue na nimo within the day. Tapos wala pa jud nimo gi-allow ang past due. So what will happen to those who are not able to answer? So if possible, you give 1 or 2 days or 3. It depends on the activity. It depends on the part of your lesson. Okay, so sa engagement, okay, this is more on motivation na part. So murag short lang pud ni siya. So let's try to make it, or let's set the due date on the 25th. And you can adjust also the time. Teacher, it's up to you kung until what time is the assignment accessible for the learners. Okay, 9. If you want to adjust the minute, okay, you just drag it going to the left. Okay, naka-follow pa? Okay. Yeah, then you click done. Once you are done setting the start day and the due day. The grading here, by the way, if it's not graded, oh, di man sabta mag-graded na yun sa kuano, engagement. Okay, so just click not graded. And here's a grading scale. There are choices here. Okay. But since wala pa man ta nag-enter sa ato ang grading system, so it's okay nga default lang na sana. We'll just update you about the grading system. And then before saving, you still have to click options. Remember that overview and options are partners. Do not save if you have not clicked options yet. So you have to decide whether your quiz is timed. And when you click time, what will happen? Okay. Appear ang box for the number of minutes that you want your students to answer that quiz in minutes and seconds. For example, this is 20 minutes. Okay. Now, if you click instant feedback, what will happen? When you click instant feedback, there will be a feedback na mo appear after the learners answered the questions. So the feedbacks will be correct, partially correct, and incorrect. Kung wrong jud na niyang answer, so mo feedback siya og incorrect. Okay. Now, which score do you like to record? Is it the latest score or the best score? So kung naghatag kag maximum attempts or naghatag kag several attempts, okay, you may choose best score. If you check disable past due, it means those who answered late cannot pass anymore. What do we mean by randomized order? If that is clicked, it means that the system will be the one to arrange the questions. But if it's unchecked, it means that the questions will appear the way you arranged them. Okay, so your original work will appear as the student's answer. Okay. Pag randomize siya, ang imong gitype na number 1, dili na siya number 1 as the student's answer. So pwede na siya ma-transfer into number 5, number 4. So it depends on the system. Okay. If you allow review, it means before the students submit their answers, they can still edit. They still have the chance to review and edit their answers. Later, I will show you the samples sa students' view kung unsa hitsura ana sa ila. Okay. Will you allow users to jump between questions? or you want them to answer gyud from 1 to 10. Sunod gyud siya. Now, after submitting their answers, what do you want the learners to see? What will you show in student results? Okay. So you have their question, their score, their response, the feedback, the correct answer. Now, if you are giving several attempts, do not check correct answer. Okay? So, i-uncheck na to na. Because they will still answer again, di ba? So, kung sa first attempt pa lang, you already show the answers, kaya naka-check ang correct answer. So, timan-an na sa students. So, you better uncheck correct answer. Okay? For a while, okay. Now, in the library, you have their personal, organization, and school. You only click personal, which means that only you can see your work or your assignment. And then, pagtapos na ang overview and options, okay na ta. That's the time you save. By the way, here, sa instructions, do not forget your instructions or the directions that you want your students to follow. So type your instructions or directions. So we'll start with the first type of question, which is true or false. Sige, kita tanan mag true or false. So what will be the directions or instructions for true or false? Sample. You kindly type your instructions. We will begin with true or false. Okay, this example. Again, overview. You click the settings here, type your instructions, you click options, and do the necessary settings, and then you click save. Okay, now, we already have the instructions. What will be the next thing to be done? We are now going to add questions. So you click questions. Naka-follow ra mo? Okay ra? Okay. Now, we are going to add questions. So here, in this part, you will see add questions. Teacher, what is add question bank? If you click add question bank, this one, do you see this? This is what we call the question bank. If you click add question bank, you will add another like this. So kay wala pa man tay question, in this question bank, we click add questions. Okay, when you click add questions, you will see there the different types of questions. So first on the list is true or false. Okay, now let us try to create true or false questions. Kindly click true or false. Okay, so you will see there the space where you can type your question. You don't have to number your question. You don't have to type number 1. Not anymore. Kaya pag mahuman nimo, automatic i-number na siya ni FSUU Learn. I-number na siya sa system. Okay, for example, you create your own question, true or false question, which is related to your engage. Are you typing? Are you making your questions? Para ma-experience ko na to. Okay. Kindly type. Para pag kamo na lang mag-explore, mag-kuan, mag-update. So, okay, klaro na. At least natay sample. Okay. Okay, okay. This lesson is about introducing oneself. For example, ang question ako is, we say our name when we introduce ourselves. Pag sa true or false, one correct answer gets full point. So 1 point na siya. The incorrect, so wala gyud na siya point. Okay, so you have there the points, 1, and you have to mark the answer for your question. So we say our name when we introduce ourselves. Ang correct na answer nato dia is true. So be careful kay basin masipyat ta pag-click sa question. I mean sa answer, ha? Okay, be careful ta dia na part. Okay, do you like to display a correction box if the student selects false? Do you like feedback na mo appear siya? Okay, so if no, no. Okay. Now, if you want to add another question of the same type, okay, true or false lang gihapon, you will click the middle one, save and add another of the same type. So pag click mo ana diha, it will go back to this page where you can type another true or false question. Now, if you click save and return to question bank, okay, asa man na siya padulong? Ito sa mga types of assignments. And if you want to click save and add another, this means na you will add another type of question. Pareha gani ng style sa atong TOS, na sa test 1 is multiple choice, test 2 is fill in the blanks, test 3, ana. Okay? So pwede na siya. In one question bank, different types of questions. So this part will be checked if you want it that way. Pero if you want it tanan true or false, you click save and another of the same type. Okay. So let's just try one question lang, okay? Okay. So what will we do now? Let's save and return to question bank. I hope you were able to make your true or false question. Isa lang. Okay. So, mo appear na diha ang imuhang question. It's there already. Okay. Do you see your question? I-appear na inyong question? Okay. Now, if you want to delete that one, okay, nagbasol ka nga nung nangutan na kaana. Okay, you can delete that. You just mark and then click delete. Okay. If you want to add another question, you click add questions. Okay. So, naana tayo true or false questions. Okay. Sa assignment, you will see these tabs. Okay, na ini join. So you have their grades, analytics, grading scale, completion, score, rules, shown, tags. So diri lang sa ta sa assignment and questions mag-focus. Kung saon paghimo og question. Okay. Now suppose we are going to add another question bank. Unya lahi na pod na question type of question. Let's click add question bank. Okay. You add new. And what's the name? For example, when you click save, Okay. Now you will see here, how will you do it has no questions yet. So let's add questions here. Add questions. So it will lead you again to the different types of questions. Now let's try the next type, which is multiple choice, one answer. The answer to this type of question is selected from a set of choices, and a correct answer gets full points and an incorrect answer gets 0 points. So the same rani sa atong usual na ginagamit na multiple choice. We have 4 choices and then there's only one correct answer. So let's try to make multiple choice one answer. You click multiple choice. Okay. Then type your question. For example, okay, example na ha. Now you have to enter the correct choice and then up to 11. So pwede ka, daghan ni siya kaayo up to, there are 12 spaces here, spaces, mga boxes. But sa ato, usually, we only have 4 choices. Okay. So let's type 4 choices. I'll change my question. I change my mind. Address, age, your name, or your favorite subject, and then your name. Okay, the question here is, which is not a basic information about yourself. You have to mark the correct answer. Okay, you have to mark the correct answer. So the correct answer here is favorite subject. So, kinahanglan i-click na ninyo siya. Okay. And then once randomize is clicked, again, i-rearrange na sa system ang imuhang choices. Okay, so you click original. Okay, di ba? One principle in language testing, ang choices must be in alphabetical order. So let's remember that one. So click nato ni, pag words lang gani ang choices in multiple choice, they should be in alphabetical order. So let's click original para dili siya utrohon ni system. Okay? Now we have already our choices and we marked already the correct answer. Okay? Do you want feedback? Pag mo click ang feedback, yes, mag-type na pud ka og your own feedback for every item. Now let's save and return to question bank. I hope you are able to follow the process. Okay, Ramo? So you have now there your question for your second question bank. How will you do it? So example lang na siya, ng title, then you have now your question. Okay. So when you go back to your lessons, okay, tuwing ana siya ang hitsura. And then by the way, balik ta sa assignment. There's one more thing that you need to do. Okay, click assignment and then look at the right side. You have here assignment. You can edit this one. Kato ni siyang sa overview. I know sa options. Ano, this is overview. And then make sure you click give. Huh? Because if you will not click give, you will not receive the answers of your learners. So bahala dili nimo ihatag imong gugma, ang assignment ihatag jud na. So you have to click give. Once it's not given, your students will not see the assignment. Yes, so you have to click give. Okay. So you'll know that it's already given pag mo change na siya into ungive. Okay. Now, you have some changes na otro imong mind. You can always edit. Do not worry. Kaya kung ang X nimo di na pwede balikan, sa system sa FSUU Learn, pwede nimo balikan kung unsa to imong nasugdan. So you can edit. Once you click edit, unsay mahitabo diha, mobalik ang options. Now gusto nimo mag-do some changes, okay, uncheck, or check, okay, you can always do that. And do not forget to save. Okay? So naapata diha sa engage na part. Okay. Di ba first, it appeared here not given. So na-click na ang give, so nawala na ang not given. Okay. Remember nga in every E, magbutang ta og assignment because this is the only way we can assess how our learners are learning. Or if you want some responses from your children or from your students, how will you know? Kung diha ra kataman sa page. Ha? You did not add an assignment. Okay? So natanan diha sa imong page. Everything that you want them to watch, to read. How will you know that the students answered? How will you know their answers? How will you know what's on their mind? That's why you have to add an assignment. So sa explore, for example, mag-explore na po tag other types of questions. We are done with true or false, multiple choice, one answer. Now let's try multiple choice with many answers. Okay. Again, what do? You click on the content. Then sa right side, you'll see add, which means you add section. And what section is needed here? Assignment. Okay. Let's go back again to quiz so that we can experience another type of question. Okay. So the same process. Type your title. In-check na lang sa kudere. Maximum attempts, it's up to you. Will you allow late? The category, the start date, remember, it should not due within the day. Okay? So mga 2 days ang access sa students in this section. Ayaw lang yun within the day. Okay. For example, this is August 24. Pwede na nila ma-access August 24. The same with the engage. Okay. And it can be accessed at 8 a.m. Then this will due on August 26. Okay. Until 10 p.m. Remember, you can always adjust the time, the minutes. Done. Okay. Then, type your instructions. So here, ato namang gi plano daan nga we will use multiple choice, many answers. So that's, ang imong instructions will be about multiple choice, multiple or many answers. Okay, for example, na naka-instructions. Then, mo save na ba ta diretso? Are we going to save now? Inside partner ni overview. Options. Very good ni akong mga kuan diri. Akong mga participants dire. Okay. So you do the same thing. Time. Okay. You do your own setting. I hope you are really setting also your options. Okay, timed. Up to you. Ang imo sa bana-banaon kung makaya ra ba ni sa student within this number of minutes. Allow review. By the way, pag naka-check ang instant feedback, bisan pag naka-check ang allow review, the students will not be able to edit their answers anymore. I'll show you that later. Okay. So, then click save. Okay. What's the next thing? Next thing is we are going to add questions. So click questions. Then dirita sa add questions. Okay. So let's try multiple choice, many answers. How does it look like? So you have the space here for your question. Can you type your question? Or siyag mahimutang or sa enumeration, no, daghan siya answers. Or po ka nagpa-enumerate sa mga kuan estudyante. And introducing yourself. Okay, so here points is 1. Suppose I have 6 correct answers here. Okay, so you have to type many choices here. We have here address, age, birthday. Are you doing yours also? Okay. So suppose in this question, there are 3 correct answers. Okay. So you have to mark the 3 correct answers. Diba? This is a basic information, basic information, basic information. So in this question, what are the basic information when introducing yourself? There are 3 correct answers, so you have to mark them. Now you'll see here, override. What does it mean when you type here, override? Magbutang kag override. Kung walay override, it means that these 3 are of equal weight. The same sila, correct. Okay? Walay mas labaw. Okay? So tanan, 3 answers are correct. Now when you put an override, it depends on, basin for you, some of the choices or some of the answers are not that are not that important or as heavy as the other. So mo na siyang mag-override ka. But if wala, if all are correct, equally correct, okay, do not touch override. Okay? So you mark the 3 correct answers. Okay? No feedback. And then let's save and return to question bank. Let's just try one question. Okay. So you have now there your question. Then you go back to assignment because the last thing that you are going to do is to sa schedule, unsay buhaton, you give your assignment. Okay. Okay, di ba nakaset man taog timer? So it will also appear that the quiz is timed and you have the number of minutes that you set and then to complete it. If you leave the quiz without clicking the finished button at the end, your answers are automatically submitted. Okay, you have here the edit. You can edit the options. Okay. You can always edit. Remember that. Do not be afraid kung masaag ka. You can always go back to FSUU Learn. There are many ways to go back pag nasaag ka. Sige. Now, we are done with multiple choice, many answers. So the other types of questions, sa patong nagsunod dito, fill in the blanks, okay? And the other will be discussed na during our second round, okay? Because Ma'am Claudine has also to discuss to you some types of assignments. Now, I'll just show you, okay, sa student's view, kung unsay makita, okay? Okay, here. Okay, naging ani. Okay. So you'll see the setting options. You have there instant feedback is checked, allow review is checked. So mo ni ang makita. Pag naka-check ang instant feedback, this is the sample of instant feedback na mo appear after the student answered the question. Bali, nawala ma'am? Okay na? Sige, derita sa, remember this is instant feedback checked niha, naka-check. So what will happen? Okay. So kung correcta na ng answers, Ang instant feedback nga mo appear is correct. And the score. Pag na ay incorrect answers, the instant feedback is partially correct. Okay ra? Are you able to follow? Kung incorrect tanan, muingon po na siya og incorrect. So, sa iyahang answers, wala gyoy isan-isa. So, that's 0 out of 6. Because there are 6 correct answers in this question. Okay. So, once mo appear na, the students have to click continue. Napay next part, ana. So, makita ninyo nga, naa siya'y continue nga button diha sa post. Now, pag-click sa continue, this will appear. Okay? You have there the question and the responses. You see this one, this icon, since instant feedback is checked, dili ni siya edit dire. Okay? Mo nang answer. Pag i-click na sa bata, they can still see again their answers. Pero maura na siya ang makita. Wala na yung chance to edit. What's the difference? Instant feedback unchecked. Okay. So before they click finish, they can still edit their answers. Okay? Now, once they click finish, mo na ni ang submission sa students. For example, okay. So depending ni sa atong setting dito sa options. Okay? So if you want to show their response, you want to show the correct answer and the score. So mo na siyang itsura sa students submission. Okay. So here, let's try to compare the two. In this submission, wala ni appear ang correct answer. Why? Wala nimo, it means nga wala nimo gi-check sa options ang show correct answer. But if you check show correct answer, oning there is sa other side, makita pod ang correct answers. Monay difference. Ing-ana siya pag ing-ana inyong pagkaset sa options. Okay? So as teachers, you really have to plan to decide there is a options na part. Okay? So importante ng options na part. Okay? So do not forget to click options and do the settings before saving. So anyway, kung nakalimot ka, you can always edit. Okay. That's all about my presentation sa questions, types of questions nga makita sa quiz. Okay, so this time, Ma'am Claudine Adrales will be talking about the other types of assignments. Okay?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Mga teachers. Mag-login sa ako, ma'am, sa ako ang kaugalingong account. So, this will take mga 3 minutes lang siguro. Sige. So, good afternoon po. Makita na ba ninyo ang ako ang screen, ma'am? Can I see your response?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you po. So, ang akong i-discuss karon are the other types of assessment that are also useful, most especially if naata sa higher na grade levels. So, una na to i-explore. So, pasensya nyo kay isa lang akong gikuan dire ang explore lang kay for the sake of example. Kumbaga. So, this is for grade 10. This is about social cultural na mga issues kintahay. So, first, diri sa ihang explore, akong gibutang din na example is naakintahay ko'y video na gipatan-aw sa mga bata. So, title is When is a Pandemic Over? So, para mas related siya sa mga present na issues, so kanya akong gipili kintahay. So, pananglitan, gusto na akong magbuhat o assessment based ani na video. So, pwede ko mo add to of course sa mag-add og another activity o kani siya mao ako ang mga task. So, first is mano siyang gitawag na ipakita sa nako and then later ipakita nako how you will do this. Mao ni gitawag nato na discussion. So, kumbaga, kung ako ni siyang kung maghimo yes, question. A question? Wait. Ay, sorry. Okay. Si Ma'am Neri para mo assist. Okay. So, kung pananglitan, gusto ka og discussion, kining discussion, nindot ni siya, kung pananglitan, gusto ka mo join, ay, gusto ni mo ihatag na ta sa mga bata is interactive, medyo gamay, interactive siya gamay nga discussion. So, pwede siya non-graded. Kaya di ba ka na sa atong klase, mangutana mangyuta sa ilaha, mangutana ta og mangutana to sa ilaha. So, respond na sila. And then, nakanindot aning discussion is, kung unsa ang ilahang response, makita po siya sa iyahang mga classmates. And if ikaw, as a teacher, kung gusto po ka na naakay gusto na i-comment sa iyahang mismong answer, makita po na dito niya. Real time, kumbaga ang dating. So, kung unsang response ni teacher, unsang response na by comment diha iyang mga classmates, so makita niya tanan. So, mura siya og kanang nahitabo, na mura siya kanang Facebook. Kaya itong ginabuhat na to sa Facebook na makita na to ang comments. Mura siya ginana. For example, diri asa akong gibuhat na ako'y instruction sa ila na mamili lang og isa ka question na ilang answeran and then ila dayong butang ang ilahang answer. So, pananglitan, gusto na to ni siya i-edit. Alright. Okay. So, mo ni ang question. Medyo nag-load siya. Okay. So, kung gusto ka dungangan nimo siya, gusto ba kag video, of course, pwede na to na diri buhaton. Mura ka naghimo og ang iyang mechanism is mura ra gyapon siya kanang magbutang ka og lesson. But the thing there is pag kani siya makita sa mga bata naa siya'y button sa ilahang view na makita nila unsaon nila pag-answer or kung unsa ilang i-click para maka-answer sila. So technically mura ra gyud siya og naghimo ka og lesson diri lang diretso. Instruction ana lang. And then mobalik ko dito sa lesson. So again, kung pananglitan gusto ko mag-add o task, kanila nga to ang i-click kaning discussion. And mo na dito ang mo gawas. Okay, by the way, I skipped this offline part kay kani siya, mura ra kaani og naghimo og instruction. Actually, I'm not quite sure pero if I'm not mistaken, naa pa atay buhaton ani ang team para ma-improve pa ni unsa gyud ning offline. So maybe if we still have another chance to meet again, then we can explore this offline part kanang mas ma-maximize na gyud nato iyang pulos. Kay so far karon mura ra kaani og nag-post og kanang lesson lang. So nothing much to it. Okay, the next one is kaning team. So kung gusto mo maghimo og team, again ang hitsura ani niya mer siya naghimo ka again og instruction. So magbutang ka diya sa imong instruction and then explore nimo diri in category. Of course, di mo kalimtan ng option kung gusto ba ka na they can still answer past due or not. Ang difference, ang nakanindot lang aning team is, sorry. Pananglitan, you have a group task para sa imuhang mga estudyante. So, kanya, for example, I have here the questions pero dili gyud siya mo akong question ha sa kan. Example lang ni, na ako'y question diri pwede ka maka-add diri sa ilahang teams. So, pananglitan, maghimo ka natog pila ka groups imo i-create, butang nimo dira and say add team, group 2 for example. So, naka group 1 na, nakoy group 2. So, with this, kanina team, pwede na ko siya maselekan og members. Unfortunately, for now, dili ko ka-select kay wala man ko'y naka-enroll na student. Pero pag na naka-enroll na student, pwede nimo sila ipang-click dira and then you can have them as a group. And then for that group, mo na sila kumbaga shared ang ilahang responses. Ka-respond sila diri sa ilahang group lang mismo. And then another one, sorry. We also have essay. Okay, kani siya. Ang essay, ang nakanindot ani kay di ba usually ato ang idea is pwede na to ipa-attach na lang ang file sa mga bata. And then kuan na lang diretso kita na lang mo download atong basahon, atong skoran, inana ang dating kung magkuan tag essay tana. Pero ang nakanindot ani is because you can already attach your rubric to it. Inana. So kumbaga, kung pananglitan mao ni ako ang question, pahimuon ako kitahay sila og position paper. So, pa-review na ko tong video and then naa sila position paper. Ang nakanindot ani is you can add a rubric. So kumbaga, diri ra gyud isolated dira sa mismong platform nato ang iyang answer. So If i-edit na ako ni, for example, okay, so I can put here my question, and then gusto nimo dugangan diag picture, kung gusto ka para nindot tan-awon, you can always add a photo or a video ba karon, or maybe a voice record. Again, mura kag naghimog lesson. And then of course, don't forget to click save. And then diri rubric. Okay. Unsay advantage pag mo attach ta og rubric diretso diri sa ato ang activity mismo, because some may think na pwede man siguro na i-attach na lang nako ang rubric sa ubos as a photo inana para makita diretso sa bata pag tan-aw niya sa iyang activity. Okay man siya, but the thing there is pag gamiton nimo ning rubric na ikaw mismo ang nag-plus star diri sa rubric na tab or button diri pag check nimo mas dali siya kay makita na nimo daan kung pila ka points, unsa na dapat na meet ba niya ang standard sa kuan. Dali siya when it comes to checking. Naa diri dayon tanan. Mo ni nakandot. And then another nice thing about making or creating your rubric sa mismong activity is you can always copy it to the library. So para kung naana po kay another activity of the same type of same activity, pwede ra nimo i-copy ang kadtong imuha nang na-save nga rubric. Maghatag na po kita kag another position paper on the next activity. So, pwede nimo kopyahon diri So, you can say copy to library, or pwede pod na kung di ka ganahan mag-rubric na nara na sa inyo, o di mo ganahan rubric na, which is not recommendable, of course. And then, kung makabantay mo, kung maghimo mo aning ilahang rubric, okay, though you can add criterion na inyong ma-add. Yanong upatra man ni, I'm not quite sure nga no upatra, pero ang explanation na usually manggod, di ba, pag maghimo tag rubric, it has to be, especially if it's an essay, it has to be an even number, di ba, sa assessment. Kay pag essay, pag even number siya, mas dali siya checkan kaysa sa odd number. Kay kung pananglitan, imong scale kay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nata ginatawag na middle score syndrome, na usually si teacher, basig maluoy, kaluoy pa aning bataa, so i-3 na lang nako. So wala gyud niya na-define kung nakamaubag yun siya or wala. So, much better yun na even number ang imuhang scale. So, para sa ani, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 lang ako ang grading scale. So, kung dili gud kabalo ang bata, makita gyud nimo diri na 1 or 2 ra gyud ang score. Pag naagyud siya improvement or nindot gyud iyang trabaho, so 3, 4. So, mo na siya na upat ra gyud iyang scaling diri. But I think you can add man kung gusto mo. Ana. And then, gusto mo butang na tog 6 ka buok ang inyong scale. So basta, remind lang ta mo na sa assessment, especially sa essay, the best yun kung even number atong gamiton sa scaling. Even on questions ninyo sa free form, pananglitan maghatag mo og kanang scoring. If it's explanation, much better yun na even number, like 10 points, 20 points, inana, or 8 points, 4 points, inana, para even siya. Inana. And then, the last one I think na akong i-discuss, so para, is we have here, actually kaning, di pa ni siyang last second to the last, this is what we call a survey. Actually kaning survey, mura siya og naka-embed diri ang ato multiple choice, free form, inana. The thing there is makita lang gyud sa mga bata kung unsa gyud ang ilang kumbaga pulso bitaw sa ilahang answer, pila sa ila ka pila sa ila ang ni answer ani, pila sa ila ang nag say og yes or no. So for example diri instruction ra ni ma'am ha, dili ni siya gyud ang kuan. So you can add here questions. So naka-embed diri Sample lang na ako nakuha. So, pag i-click ni mo ning this question, sorry, question bank. Ani, for example, naka-embed diri ang mga pwede ka maghimo og multiple choice, free form. Meron siya katong kaganina. So, makita diha sa mga bata, pwede ka mag-create og another question. For example, what is a pandemic? And then, diri ang maghatag ka og options. For example, again, mag-in-click na lang sa ko diri may options niya. And then, um, kasi required ba or mula by feedback, it's the same as um, katong kaganina sa multiple choice. So again, the thing there is, kaning survey, makita nimo as a teacher kung unsa gid ang pulso sa mga bata. Very good ni siya when it comes to formative na assessment. Kanang dili nimo kinahanglan gid bitaw na i-grade ang ilahang mga tubag, basta makita lang nimo kung nasabtan ba gid nila ang ilang gibasa or ang lesson or what. Then, so, it's a 3 o'clock, so mag-prayer sa ta. Alright. So the last type of kaning assessment na akong i-discuss would be kaning Dropbox. Kaning debate, um, di- maybe on the next session, we can have it, we can explore that, kaya medyo mas complicated siya. And then we have here the Dropbox. Kaning Dropbox yun ang, again, sa tanan type of assessment here, mga assignment, if you want a graded na assessment, nindot yun gamiton kaning quiz. Kay mas dali siya i-check. Actually, di na kita mag-check kay given naman ang answer except sa free form. And of course, kaning essay. Kung ganahan mo og ka nang magpa-essay sa mga bata. All the rest, for example, kaning discussion, kaning team, kaning survey, nindot ni siya pag formative, non-graded lang na mga activities. And this Dropbox, kaning Dropbox, very useful ni siya if you have an activity na ang imuhang output would require files yun. Like for example, mga bugat nga files like video, audio recording, or PowerPoint na naay audio recording, mga bugat-bugat na mga files. Kaya may tabuan ni, for example, hindi mo kuha ni task 4, then you have an instruction, diya ibutang nimo, create a video presentation on how the uh, For example, kani, kita siya og video presentation, sila ko instruction dire, maghimo kita siya um, yeah, video presentation, the efforts of the government to slow down the effects of the pandemic. So, pila ka points, butang nimo diha indicate. Actually, mura ra gyud ka og naghimo gihapon og kanang other types of assessments. The thing here is, pag kani siya mugawa sa view na sa estudyante, naa siya pwede i-click dito on which ang iyang i-attach is ang file mismo. So, ikaw teacher, pag ma-receive nimo na siya na file, you have to download it. Unlike with the other forms of assessment na makita ra gyud nimo siya diri sa Neo LMS, diri nimo siya mismo ma-explore. Ang kanang sa Dropbox, i-download yun nimo ang iyahang output. Ang Dropbox, by the way, can hold at mga 1,000 MB ina nakabugat na file. So that's equivalent to what? Mga 1 gig. Inana. So bugat-bugat na siya. Pero be careful kay naay uban na kintay magpahimo gid mo og mga video presentations. Ang uban ana sa ilaha labi nag mga nindot na gyud na quality sa video ilang gamiton or ilang himuon, mas bugat pa na sa 1 gigabyte. So I recommend na pag inana inyong mga output na i-require sa mga bata, link na lang ang pangayua. Like you can have Google Drive, you can explore that, or maybe kung mag-upload ba sila sa online platform like YouTube, link na lang ang pangayoon. Pero kung mga short videos lang, mga audio recordings lang, mga for example, research paper baka ron na tagpila na ka pages ang ilang isubmit. So you can have it on the Dropbox. But again, ang downside ani is you have to download it. Ikaw mismo ang mag isa-isaan na og download, then imong tan-awon, then you score it pod sa isa. Unlike diri as sa katong quizzes na tanan to siya except sa free form is automatic mo check. Mas dali. So again, kaning Dropbox recommended ni siya especially for those who are teaching higher level grade levels na mag-require og mga heavier files para sa ilahang submission sa ilang mga assignments or task requirements. Inana. So, do we have questions? I will entertain questions po. If you have any question, you can type. Or, wala ko yun. Basa. Sabi? Wait lang. So, if you don't have any questions, again, if pananglitan while you are making your assignments or creating your assignments and then naamoy na confuse mo na, you can always message us, you can always post comments or even message us mismo directly sa messenger, and we will always try our best to answer it. So if wala na tayo question, Mary. So I'll
Stop sharing na ta. Reminders, there will be an evaluation form that will be sent to you either later na or tonight. They were still waiting also for the link. So once you receive the link, kindly answer the evaluation form. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Na, ma'am. Oo, magkuan lang ko sa recorded nga video kung magpa-send mo. It will be through email, tapos naka-drive siya. And then, you still need to ask for access permission from me. Ano na siya ang setting, ano. Kay dili siya dawato na sa messenger, bukat na siya kayo. So, sa email na lang. Okay? Well, let me read the chika here in the chat box. Same process, natubag to Ma'am Claudine, si Ma'am Abuan. Same process ba daw sa overview? Same process as a quiz, Ma'am Claudine. Click overview and options before saving. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Ma'am Marie Chris. Hello. Regards to your baby. Thank you. Kinsa isendan sa link for evaluation, Mareng? Ang mga required to attend. So, the participants, kamo nga ni-attend karon, you are going to evaluate the training. Dili lang katong naa sa listahan. So, can you join man ka, Mareng? Apil man ka, so mag-evaluate. Thank you, Joy Ann Luwayon. Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Thank you, speakers. Thank you also, Ma'am Doris, Ma'am Lolit. Salamat, Madam Moreto, for the accommodation, for letting us use your palasyo, Ma'am Moreto. Thank you very much. And do you have still questions? Kung naamoy gusto, pero dili mo maka-express karon, kung member mo sa FSUU Learn Assessment na FB group, you can always post there or mag-message na lang mo sa amo ani Ma'am Claudine. Okay, kung mag-message mo nga namoy ihatag sa amo pasnak, nindot na siya kaayo ko. Sorry. Thank you, speakers. Thank you, Ma'am Lilibeth Boligor. Thank you to the participants nga gikan sa main campus, although we do not know each other that much. Pero we are very happy for your presence this afternoon. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope that you learned from this training. I know that it's not that easy. Kay, syempre, nag-train pa ta. But do not worry, kay you can always edit kung naa kay gusto utruhon. And then if you are lost, you are not lost actually. Tanawa lang ang mga options, mga icons. And if you need really support, there is always a support in the system. You can just click the help, katunay question mark na button dito sa upper part, sa right side, na ay question mark diha, that's the help center. You can click that and you will see videos there about any topic sa FSUU Learn or sa system. Okay? So, flood likes, sure. Nag-flood ang thank you diri. Thank you also. We are happy to serve the Filipino people. In behalf of the trainers pool, salamat kaayo. And we will still have another round for the training. Okay, daghan pa tayo chikahan dito sa assignments. Kaya kami po mag-train pa po ni with our friend, Ma'am Jen, remember? Do you remember our friend, Ma'am Jen? Mag-train pa po me with her. So, I think, mora na siya, just kuan lang mo, abang-abang lang mo sa evaluation form. We really need your response. Looking forward, yes, Ma'am Weng, we are also looking forward for the second round. And again, mag-post kami sa mga announcements and updates. Okay? So, katong mga naanay copy, by the way, sa course code, kung okay na to ang course code ninyo, I think you can start updating your course sa lesson. Okay? Think no more, mga guwafa na mga speakers. Mabuhay. Mabuhay, Philippines. This is Ad Hoc. flight attendant, Neri Mercado, with my co-crew, Ma'am Claudine Adrales, on behalf of Father James, the captain, and Mom Alegre. We say thank you and God bless. I'm going to end the meeting now. Bye.